Hey everyone, a little bit of sad internet news that I just found out. For those that know, Markiplier did something along the lines of, and I do watch Markiplier. In fact, he's kind of the main reason I started finally doing this. I had a lot of Let's Players I watched, and I wanted to do it, but I never got the courage up. But I think some of the words Mark said on his videos kind of just pushed me over the edge. So there's a lot of inspiration there, but I kind of see Mark as the most immediate one. Um, Even though I don't know him personally, I would like to meet him at some point. He seems like a nice enough guy. But he also works with a comedy group called Syndigo. And I've watched some of Syndigo's stuff. I think I am subscribed to them at this point. I don't remember. And they are pretty funny. They're very clever. Very weird. I liked the danger and fiction things and kind of cemented for me that Mark should play a horror villain at some point. And they'd moved to Los Angeles, and it seems like, I guess, one of their members had a lot of issues that, they weren't going to discuss in public because it's private. And I'm putting two and two together because the person committed suicide and was living with Mark, and ooh, I can see why Mark needed a little while off. In fact, dude, take a year off. You know what? This is basically like a family member dying, and there's at least a 2-year mourning period for family members. So take a year off, Mark. On behalf of the entire freaking fandom, I give you permission to take a year off and just step back for a while because you're gonna need it. This is. I found my dad dead of a heart attack, and this is actually the worst case scenario of that type of situation. Mine was just, dumb luck. This person took their life. You tried to save them by getting them to the hospital, and they still died. So, Mark, if you see this, I'm really... And also to the guys in Syndigo, same thing. I'm really sorry for your loss. This is terrible. This is rough. I actually have tears in my eyes because I can relate sort of to this, and I'm really sorry this happened. Just take as much time as you need. If you have to take a year off, in fact, I'm going to tell you and the entire Markiplier fan base, the traditional amount of time for a family member mourning period is 2 years. So, and I'm guessing these guys are essentially like your adopted family. Ergo, you have 2 years of mourning to get through. By traditions, and if you don't believe in that, but let's just say I'm trying to give you an excuse. So, take a year off, Mark, if you have to. If you need a week, take a week. If you need a year, take a year. Take whatever time you need. We can wait, A lot of us who subscribed to you didn't know about you until we subbed to you or found you randomly, and we lasted that long without you. We can last a little longer without you. I mean, it's understandable. You got a lot of shit now to go through. And and you were really happy and excited. You had it obviously was a house at this point, or at least a very, very big apartment. Nice big house. You had roommates that you liked. You have an editor now, which is really cool. Which made things easier for you, I'm sure. I don't know if you have a girlfriend at this point or not, and that's none of my business, but if you do, great. If you don't, why? You're really good looking on top of it. And a nice enough guy in general. So, just take your time, Mark. And I know it's mostly on Mark, because I know, quote unquote, him better than I know Syndigo. And to the guys in Syndigo, same thing. Take your time. This is probably one of the worst things you're facing. And I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I mean, this is something that just rips your heart out. And people were worried when Mark said, I'm going to be taking a break for a while, and nobody knew why, because he wasn't really saying anything understandable, but, This could be anything from, oh shit, he's getting arrested, to he's got a crazed stalker that's going to kill him, to, oh, he's in the hospital again. But this is kind of one of those worst case scenarios we were thinking of, and man, I know I'm rambling, but just take your time, get some rest, relax after the funeral. My advice is, if you feel like crying, cry. If you want to talk or make an announcement or do a video thing, go right ahead. Hell, this will be on my Tumblr as well, and obviously I'm going to be tagging it Markiplier so he sees this. My ask box is technically open, so Mark, if you want to like send me a message or something, go right ahead. Because I know you don't know me well. I know you don't normally talk to people who aren't friends, and I sincerely mean this. No, I'm not asking for your Skype, not after the streaming incident, which I still find funny. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing, but thinking of the fact that he just like spoiled everyone's Skype and they all have to get new Skypes is just oops. But this is just my gallows humor. I do have like a sense of that. But I am here if you need to talk. And, you know, I can't claim to know you or anything like that. I don't know how you handle it. And right now the only advice I give is, if you feel like laughing, just laugh. If you feel like joking around, joke around. But this is how my family copes with death in general. I mean, one of my relatives knocked on my grandfather's casket when he died because he owed him $5. Or that's what he told me, but technically did owe him $5. He died without ever paying it. Again, that's just how my family handles it. If you handle it differently, then handle it however you feel is best. And like I said, if you feel like laughing, laugh. If you feel like crying, cry. You know, if you feel like, you know, taking something and smashing it against the wall, well, okay, maybe not that far, but if you feel angry and feel like that, vent it out. Take your time recovering from this. This is one of those things where some people just never recover. Also, if you need, like, help, aside from, you know, obviously, you know, your friends are going to be there to talk to you, be ready to get a psychiatrist on the phone, too, because you may need that. I'm not saying this to be facetious or anything, but you'd be surprised what a good mental health professional can do for a tune-up. Trust me, I know. And just for a tune-up. And, you know, just take care of yourself, you know. I mean, you're strong. Heck, if you have to go back to Ohio to sort your head out, go for it. You know, maybe spending time with your mom and your brother will help you feel better. It did when you were in the hospital. And you need to play with your puppies. So basically, you know, do what you gotta do to get through this, man. We can wait for videos, you know. I got a big enough queue as is, and I just got through your Until Dawn videos, which kind of is a testament to how attached you get to people. That is... So yeah, that's kind of why I'm saying just take your time, because that had to suck, to say the least. And I really do have tears in my eyes just talking about this. I think that's probably why I'm trying to make myself laugh and crack jokes when I really shouldn't be, is to not bawl my eyes out. Good luck, Mark.